Good morning, Marvelous Millers. How's everybody today? Oh my gosh, it is Thursday, May 20th, the last day of school. All right, I know we're all excited about that. I am, and you're wondering where my glasses are today. So in honor of summer vacation, which is about 8 hours away, I have some glasses for one of my favorite holidays of the year. And guess what it is? The 4th of July. So for the 4th of July and for summer break, I have these really bright glasses showing my patriotism and celebration for the last day of school, like fireworks. Holy smokes, these are like lighting up in my face. These are fun to wear. All right, well, let's get Mrs. Frame in here this morning. Good morning, Mrs. Frame.
Good morning. I love your glasses.
Thank you. I love them too, but I mean, these lights are like in my face.
Yeah, are you gonna have trouble reading?
Maybe. It's almost like having a police car right in front of me.
Well, how about I help you out and do some announcements?
That'd be great. I would love your help. Please go ahead and tell everybody what they need to know on this last day of school.
Okay, last day of school, make sure you take everything home. You don't want to go home for the summer and think about some stuff that you left in the classroom. So make sure you take everything home.
Yep, no access after today. So make sure if there's anything, I don't know, in the classroom, think about other places where stuff is stored. Just make sure you've got everything.
Yep. Make sure you check the lost and found. We have a lot of jackets, hoodies, lunch boxes, and just miscellaneous things. Remember, there's the lost and found over by pod 8 and then also one by the gym entrance. So check both of those and see if you're missing anything. It may not be something that you even realize that you're missing until you go down there and go see it. That's
right. So think about anything, and because we will donate those items over the summer if they are not picked up. Doesn't mean to go shopping and take something that's not yours because it's not yours, and we don't do that. That's not respectful or relational, but definitely want you to get the things that belong to you so your family doesn't have to pay to replace them next winter. So check that today.
And then we still have yearbooks for sale in the office if you are wanting one. So come to the office and come purchase one if you are wanting one.
Yep, I don't know how many are left, but it can't be many. I saw more being sold this morning, so it's probably less than 5, but I know we still have some. So if you brought some money today, come buy one. If you think you still want one and don't have the money, let someone in the office staff know, and we can probably arrange holding one for you for purchase.
Yearbooks are a great way to remember the year that we had. So looking back on your yearbook, you'll remember this crazy year that we had.
For sure.
And then remember, turn in your library books. And if you find one over the summer, we will have a bin outside our front door and you can drop it off there. Make sure we get those turned in.
That'd be great. Okay. I think we have some special recognitions to do. I wanted to recognize, we did award assemblies the last few days, and thank you everyone for helping us celebrate everyone and their achievements this year. It was really cool to see students cheering for each other. I love that. That is ultra relational when you help each other to feel good about the accomplishments. Even if I don't get a certificate, it doesn't mean I can't cheer for my friend or someone in my class who has achieved something great. That's just a great life skill to do. And so many students did that the last few days, and I'm so proud of you for that. We wanted to recognize some band awards. This is the first time we've had band at Lakeview in 10 years. And so band does their own awards, and I wanted to recognize some of our students. Unfortunately, we didn't get to hear band perform for us this year, and so I didn't want band to be forgotten. And we have some students who have really excelled in Lakeview's first band in 10 years, so I wanted to acknowledge these students today. If they're in your classroom, you can give them a round of applause. I'd love for them to hear a cheer. So in band, the awards this year, outstanding flute player was Marley Rose. Outstanding clarinet player was Beckett Spruill. Outstanding trumpet player, Caleb Leonard. Outstanding trombone player was Olivia Wise. And outstanding percussionist, Liam Denson. Awesome. And then this is special. So there's an award called the Evan Duncan Attitude Award. Evan Duncan is a Yukon high school student who unfortunately and very sadly passed away this year. And Evan was also a former student of Lakeview. He went to Lakeview and he passed away just a couple of months ago. And Evan, I remember being in our hallways, was one of the kindest, most positive. He's just the kind of guy that when he was in your classroom, he just made everybody smile and laugh. He just had a really great attitude about life, just made everybody happy and helped everybody. He'd be one of those people cheering on his buddies at an awards assembly. He'd be one of the people cracking a joke that would make people smile. And so band, and he was in the high school band. And so band named a new award, the Evan Duncan Attitude Award, because they just loved his attitude and they want all kids to show that attitude. So remember our former Lakeview student, Evan, and former Yukon High School student, Evan. We have some students who won that Evan Duncan Attitude Award, and here they are. Very proud of them. The Evan Duncan Attitude Awards for flute, Jasmine Guzman. For clarinet, Quinn Mosher. For trumpet, Michael Brentz. Trombone, Carson Tinsley. And percussion, Ava Glover. So very, very proud. And that's even more special when you get one of those awards that's named after someone. Because someone goes to that length to name an award after somebody, that really means that's something really, really special. So I'm very proud of you 5 students for earning that Evan Duncan Attitude Award. And it's even more special because it's named after a former Lakeview student. So congratulations to all our band award winners. Very proud of all of you. Next, I wanted to acknowledge, I always talk about our student groups that I say we got to represent our school. I want people in the community to go, man, that's a Lakeview student. That's a group of Lakeview students. Those kids from Lakeview are always awesome. Those kids from Lakeview made this great accomplishment or whatever. And as COVID starts to go away, I'm hoping we do more and more things where we are performing, showcasing our stuff, doing things out in the community that show how awesome Lakeview students are. And one of the groups that we kind of got back to a little bit of that was our 6th grade performance choir. So I want to do a special shout out to Mrs. Baker and the 6th grade performance choir. Take a look at this. Last week on Friday, they went out and they've been performing for several. They went around and performed for our 4th grade this week as well. But they were outside of Skyview and they performed for students on Skyview's Blacktop last Friday and did an awesome job. So Skyview teachers were out there with their kids. And I want to give a shout out to our 6th grade performance choir because you all inspired those kids to want to do choir. Now I know now they are like, ooh, I want to do this when I get to Lakeview. And that's what it's all about. Just like our 6th graders are going to 7th grade. I know you all are getting excited about doing athletics next year and other activities you can do at the middle school. That's why band did performing for our kids. When enrollment time comes around, they want to inspire you to be in band. This 6th grade honor choir, you all represented us so well. I was so proud to hear you sing. You all are so talented. We had some amazing soloists as well. Just a phenomenal group. And so I'm very proud that you all got a chance to perform. I wish you'd gotten to perform more this year, but you did a great job anytime you had the opportunity to perform for others. So 6th grade honor choir, awesome, awesome job. Very, very proud of you. All right. Speaking of shout outs, Mrs. Frame.
Yes.
It's the last Miller 5 shout out of this school year. What you got?
Okay, so before I say today's shout out, I just have to give a little background information. So earlier this week, I was up front talking to Miss Tara and Miss Elisa, and one of our bus drivers came up to the office window. And you might be wondering, why would the bus driver come up to the office window? Well, he came up to hand me a shout out for one of his bus students. And I just thought that was so awesome that he went out of his way on his own personal time. He's not getting paid for this time to write this shout out and bring it up here for us to read to the whole entire school.
How does he even know we do shout outs? That's what I'm wondering.
He just wanted this student to be nominated in whatever way that we could possibly do it.
But that's extra special because we don't go to our bus drivers and say, hey, if you have a student doing great, send us a shout out. We've just sent that to our teachers and support staff. So like I said, that's pretty cool that he knew that we do that. And then he wanted to recognize someone. Awesome.
That's right. Okay. So Mr. Chuck from bus 11 wanted to, and I'm just going to read this letter. Okay. So today's Miller 5 shout out goes to Natalie Guzman in 4th grade. All right, so this is what Mr. Chuck said about Natalie. I wanted to compliment Natalie Guzman. She's one of my students that rides on my bus. She gets off on my last stop, and every day she checks to make sure all the students are off my bus and also checks to see if anything was left on my bus by other students. So she's going and she's making sure there's no trash or backpacks left or anything like that. That's awesome. She's always cheerful and helpful. She always tells me to have a great day. That's the one thing that I love about all of this. She always tells me to have a great day before she gets off my bus. Please recognize her for being an outstanding Lakeview student. Natalie, that is why you are today's Miller 5 shout out. I love that every single day you get off the bus, you tell him to have a great day. So often we talk about how we'll say good morning to people and we don't always get something back. And the fact that you go out of your way to tell him to have a great day just says a lot about you. So that is so awesome.
It is. It's kind of what I just said. It's a combination of making somebody else's day great, but also what he said at the end, a great Lakeview student, because our bus drivers see students from every school. And as a principal, I love hearing that a bus driver's like, man, those Lakeview kids, that Lakeview student is one of the most memorable ones for doing something worthy of a Miller 5 shout out. I mean, that's the ultimate representing of our school. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. And I want us all to carry that. Even sixth graders who are going on to seventh grade, we said, I'm a Lakeview student. Say it proud. And even when you leave and go on, you can say, I went to that school. I still remember the schools I went to as an elementary and middle school student. I'm still proud of those schools, even though my schools are back. I grew up in Wisconsin. They're 1,000 miles away, but I still remember those places. And that's still my team. That's still my school home. And so they're always special to you. So way to represent, Natalie. That's phenomenal. Great Miller 5 shout out for the last day. I love it. All right. Well, let's bring Mrs. Mann and Miss Conklin in and see what's going on today on the last day. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is a wild fireworks show here. I hope you can handle it.
I'm having an Evel Knievel moment.
It is. I need to be leaping over something today. I don't know. Maybe somebody at recess can give me some physical challenge to do, like Evel Knievel.
Careful what you ask for.
I was just
Right?
thinking that.
Right now, there's a bunch of kids going, ooh, Mr. Hine, I wonder if he could. No. Anyway, go ahead, Mrs. Mann. Let's move on.
So today's holiday, well, it's the last day of school. I think that's holiday enough. So I will say on that note, don't forget that we still are in school today. You still need to be kind. You need to be courteous. You need to listen, pay attention to what your teachers say, because more fun happens when we're doing what we're supposed to than if teachers have to continually say, I need you to listen. I need to pay attention, pull you back in. So make sure you're doing what they're asking you to do. On that note, though, it is National World Bee Day.
Wait.
Like
Neat.
the bee.
Oh, okay. That sounds like, yeah.
Yeah. We need bees to make honey and for other things to pollinate the flowers. If you like flowers, bees are a big helper with that. So like I said, today, be kind, be a helper, be nice to others, all of those bee things.
Very good. I love it.
I don't know. It was a stretch, but there we go.
It is. I like that better because I was trying to think of how I could show gratitude to a bee. I mean, you can't hug a bee or give them a high five.
Plant some flowers.
Plant some flowers. That's right.
Good idea. All right. That's a good one. That's fun. I love that. And Mrs. Mann, you're absolutely correct. And I want to remind everybody, because I don't want to be a downer on the last day of school, but it is true. Some students are like, ooh, it's the last day of school. We can do what we want. We can't get in trouble. I want to tell you, I have had students make really bad choices on the last day of school, and they end up being not in the classroom on the first day of school the next year. Consequences can definitely carry over. And that is a super bummer to not be in class with your friends on the first day of school in August. So let's, just make good choices. Let's end on a great note. Have a great last day of fun and learning together. And then we'll be off to our summer happily in just a few hours. Well, are we ready for a corny joke?
Right.
All right. So
Is it about a bee?
it is not. I do not have a bee joke today. But I do have summertime, summer break corny joke for you. So here we go. Everybody ready? The last corny joke of the school year. And here it is. Why can't basketball players go on summer vacation? Mrs. Mann, you're a big basketball fan.
I am, but I don't know if my brain's fast enough this morning to figure this one out.
Well, they can't go on vacation, of course, because they'd get called for traveling.
Nice.
Oh, but it's the last day of school. We're going to have June out of school and July out of school. So I got to do a corny joke for each of those months too. So how about another one?
Okay.
Let's hear it.
I knew you couldn't wait. So another summertime joke. Where do sheep go on summer vacation?
Bali?
Nope, they go to the
something.
Bahamas.
Bahamas.
And to close it out, the corny joke for July and my 4th of July glasses. What does bread do on summer vacation?
Bakes. In the summer.
I bet our students will do some of this too. Bread, of course, loafs around.
Nice.
Or bakes. I mean,
There you go. 3 corny jokes to get you through your summer, and we'll see you again in August. All right. Mrs. Mann, Miss Conklin, thank you. You've always been a blessing to Lakeview Liftoff. We appreciate your great admit ones this year and always reminding us ways to be great citizens and how to handle the stresses of the school year. Thank you very much for the difference you've made this year. We appreciate you both.
Thank you. Can I say one more thing? I'm sorry. I know we're out of time, but to our 6th graders, that if you're new to us this year, you came in 5th grade, or if you've been here all 3 years, you're going to be missed.
Yep.
absolutely.
Don't forget the things we've taught you. Sorry. I love you guys. Make good choices. Be world changers. Use your power for good. And just do the right thing. It's not always easy, but do it. That goes to 4th and 5th graders right now too. But my 6th graders, because I won't get to see you back in the fall, when you go to the middle school, go up there and do great things. Change the world.
Well said. All right. Well, thank you, ladies. Have a great day. All right. Mrs. Frame, our pledges. If everyone would please stand, ready and respectful where you are.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of Oklahoma. Its symbols of peace unite all people. You may be seated for your moment of silence. During this time, you may reflect, meditate, pray, or engage in other silent activity.
All right. Before we close this out, Mrs. Mann definitely had some great words of wisdom there. I got to take the sparkly glasses off because I do want to say one more thing to our 6th graders as well and all of our students. I do hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful, safe summer. Please be safe. Everything you do, I don't want anyone getting hurt. Make good choices, have fun with your friends, do the right thing, and just have a good, restful summer. We all deserve it. It's been a very, very hard year, especially to our 6th graders, even those of you that are new this year. Wow. I miss a lot of students that didn't end up going to Lakeview this year that were 5th graders with us last year, but I am so grateful that we had the shift of boundaries in our district that brought so many of you to our school. I have so many great memories with many of our new 6th graders and those of you who've been with us all 3 years. You all are very special to me. I know that you are to Mrs. Frame as well. When you're a Lakeview student, you're always a Lakeview student, even if it's just for this 1 year. And I love you all and we'll miss you all. And I want to just say, I talked about the board assembly to everybody about climbing a mountain. Whatever your mountain is in this life, wherever you're trying to get, whatever career you're choosing and going for, you may not have a clue yet what you want to do, but 6th graders especially, don't ever let someone tell you you can't do it. Don't ever stop believing in yourself. Never give up on you. Use those Miller 5 each and every day. Be resilient. There's going to be days you get knocked down. There's going to be people that tell you can't make it, that you can't do it. There might be days that you feel like you can't do it. Please do not ever give up on yourselves, and please come back and tell us about your successes. I gave you some examples. Please come back and see us. Tell us what you're doing. We can't wait to see the amazing contributions you'll make to this world. So as always, everybody, make good choices, learn something new, be kind, have a wonderful summer. Let's have a fantastic last day of school. And remember to always do something today just a little bit better than you did it yesterday. For the last Lakeview Liftoff, Mrs. Frame, let's launch it. We are
Lakeview,
We are not.
average.
We will strive.
For the Miller 5.
And whatever it takes, we will.
Grow.
3, 2, 1.
Lift off.
Have a wonderful day, everybody. See you later.